Earth is going to face a massive population collapse over the next 20 to 30 years. This is what Elon Musk said back in 2019. While talking at an artificial intelligence conference, he was asked about what his thoughts were on artificial intelligence and what does the future hold for both humans and AI. Although he's been vocal about artificial intelligence and how we need to be careful, he said that another problem we're facing is that of population collapse, saying that in 20 years' time there's not going to be enough people. He continued with the following: I think we have a serious issue with population collapse that's far bigger than what people realize. I think we need to watch out for population collapse. This is somewhat counterintuitive to most people. They think that there's so many humans, maybe too many humans, but this is just because they live in a city. If you're in an aircraft and you look down and say you dropped a cannonball, how often would you hit a person? Basically never. In fact, there's stuff falling from space all the time. Natural meteorites and old rocket stages, but no one worries about them. In fact, all humans on Earth could fit inside the city of New York. So that's actually the cross-section of humans as seen from Earth is extremely tiny, basically vanishingly small. So we need to watch out for population collapse. Low birth rate I think is a big risk, and it's also not exactly top secret. You can go and look at Wikipedia for birth rates. So this is definitely the civilization that will end with whimper instead of a bang, because it would be a sad ending where the average age becomes very high, and really the youth are effectively enslaved to take care of the old people. This is not a good way to end. Others have noticed how Elon's behaviour has changed recently, with some saying that he may know things that others don't. For example, some have said that it's strange how one of the richest people on the planet doesn't want to live on Earth anymore, and that it's almost like he knows what's coming, and he's doing all he can to get off this planet. The sad part about this was some of the comments that were made by users who listened to what Elon said, with one person saying the following: "What's the point in bringing something so precious into this current world? Why would someone do that? The truth is, most people are bringing life into this world to mask over something. You can't sit there and tell me that this current model that we all live under is a happy one. It's not even like life is easy these days. If there were lots of perks I could understand it, but it just feels like we're constantly fighting. I understand that life isn't easy, and the world doesn't owe you anything, but just listening to things on a daily basis is enough to put you off. I feel like this, my friends feel like this, and their friends feel the same. I feel like you're going to have a generation of people who won't have children because of the way things are." While another user said this: "When you look at the blatant corruption and lies that happen on a daily basis, can you really blame people for not wanting to have a baby? Why would you want to bring life into this world when bad people don't get reprimanded for their actions, but good people are constantly fighting an uphill battle? We are told from a young age that certain actions are unforgivable, yet the officials who we're meant to look up to are the very people doing these things. How do you justify that?" People are starting to click onto these things, and I think there's been a sort of awakening, but we still have a long way to go. Another user had this to say: "Me and my partner have decided not to bring life into this world. It's sad because we wanted to, but what world are we leaving them? I don't think it's fair to bring life into this world when it's in the state it's in. Why would I want to do that to my son or daughter? Leave them in a world where they're constantly struggling, can barely afford to live, and have to work until they're 67. As if they live that long under the stressful conditions of this world." End quote. It was sad reading those comments, but it seems that many people feel the same way, and that overall people just aren't really interested in having children, with some of them saying that they're barely surviving. The World Economic Forum has also been vocal about this, and have said that overpopulation is a problem that we need to start taking seriously. They said the following on their website: roughly 83 million people are added to the world's population every year, with modern advances in medicine and nutrition to thank for their survival into adulthood and old age. But while fertility levels and birth rates are dropping globally, the overall trend is continued population growth, with increasing pressure on the planet's limited resources and impact on the environment. More people means more carbon footprints, more cars, waste and emissions, more houses and infrastructure to be constructed, and these use the world's limited resources, more mouths to be fed using more water and energy in food production. They ended by saying that government officials are aware of the situation and are currently working together to decide what can be done about this. So what do you make of Elon's comments about population collapse? Do you think there's enough people in this world? Or do you believe the World Economic Forum's comments, and that something needs to be done about the world's population? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below, and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.